Black Lexicon. Hey, Black Lexicon. The whole section has nothing to do with love for one another. It projects
Mm,
negative possibilities.
yeah.
Um,
Wow.
Justin Slane said almost 1 in 5, 1 out of 5 at home parents are dads.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Um, Sekou said, "Oh, that's cold." Right. So overall, y'all, we're gonna get into our final thoughts in a minute, but I just overall I have loved this conversation. Again, I want to remind you that this conversation is not at all about Papoose and Remy. It's really what we can take from their situation and learn from. I believe that we don't have to go through everything to learn a lesson, right? You don't have to experience it yourself to say, what would I do different? What would I do better? How would I conduct myself? If ever in a situation where I was the sole provider, or maybe not, allegedly, for someone for 20 years. At the end, would I feel resentment? I mean, I remember being the sole provider for somebody for a couple months and I felt resentment. So I can't imagine 20 years, right? Just it's real life and it's giving us, I think, the blueprint and how to interact with one another, how to love on one another, how to learn from one another. Because ultimately that is what I want to do. And that's the purpose of our conversations here on Fly Nubian Money. So let's get into these final. You said a lot already, sis, but I guess the question is, first of all, I'm so glad that you had this conversation with me.
I'm so
But
glad I'm here with you today.
yeah, I'm so glad because it would have been me up here talking about it would have got messy. But sometimes I need a good grounding from a therapist or a counselor or somebody else that can advocate on the other side of the fence, right? That's why I think being a men's advocate is so important. So what are your final thoughts? What is something that people should take away from this situation, and what should we learn? Like, what's the overarching
Yeah.
lesson that we should get from this?
Yeah, so just know that you guys finances are connected, are directly connected to your relationship. Okay, so be mindful, be thoughtful, make sure you have a partner that you can communicate with about anything. Make sure that you're not getting on the internet and venting, because honestly that says more about you than it does about anybody else. I'm also an author, so make sure you go and get my books. This is one about mental wellness. It's called Masks: Why We Wear Them and the Effects They Have on Our Day-to-day Lives. It is about emotional wellness, parental heartache, forgiveness, unforgiveness. So stop talking bad about your ex, and definitely don't get on the internet and vent about it. I'm also a counselor, therapist, relationship advisor, so you guys can find me there on calendly.com/Shar Curry. And thank you so much, Fly Nubia Money, for having me. It's always an honor. I appreciate everybody in the chat. You guys have, I wanted to laugh at some of them comments. I was trying to keep my composure. But yes, it's always an honor. Thank you, Tia. You're amazing. You're
Yes, yeah, I
amazing.
appreciate that. Okay, so you said, because you said it really fast, you said
Calendly,
calendarly.com/chart.
calendly.com/Dark Curry.
So the
And
next time you got to put that URL in your thing
I
so we can
know,
get it.
right? I
Can
know.
you type that URL, Gwen, for us real quick?
Calendly,
Calendarly.com/.
calendly.com.
Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
Also, I am the number one female advocate for men, but also a sister to women. I am says what she wants across all platforms.
Yes, she has a beautiful platform. If you have not checked it out, please go talk to support Shar, right? My final thoughts are this. Like I said before, it's really all about love for me. Like, I am a lover at heart. I love people. I love black men. I love black love. And I think that we've seen enough hate. We've experienced enough hate.